So now that you clicked the video, are you wondering how can you make that much money? By playing cards, by gambling? Something that's frowned upon by people? Let me show you the right way you should play at a casino.
Fucking trigger.
Yo, what up? So, this video, I just want to talk about the real breakdown of casino gameplay and how you should actually play at a casino. Um, this is what has helped me. I've been playing Baccarat and figuring out this game since I was, I started going to casinos like at, 19. I went to Chumash, 18, 19 is when I started. I'm 25 now. It's a story how it actually all started. I remember going to Chumash Casino, and me and my homie Carlos. Shout out to him though. Yo, man, it's been a minute, but shout out to him. We're hanging out. We're not taking much money at this time. I wasn't taking much money to the casinos. I was just taking like, steady like $100 with me, maybe $200 with me. So like me and the homie would go and we would play, and there'd be times when we would lose our money. It'd be like we would be losing all our fucking money at the time, right? It'd be like we're losing like something that we should have kept for something else, but we really were using it to go play cards and lose it, right? Every time we go back to Chumash and I see just a bunch of Asian players at the Baccarat table, and they have stacks of green chips, all these like maybe like $600 in just green chip stacks. And I'm sitting over here with my $100 in red chips, of $5 reds, and I'm just like, yo, like, why are these people sitting there with that much money, and I'm over here chilling with like this, like I'm struggling with my shit, and they're over here with all this like, all this money, whatever. So I go out on my gameplay, probably go up like $50, $100. This is me not playing with the method. This is just me just trying to win, just trying to triple my money, quadruple my money, whatever I was trying to do at that point. Which I feel was a learning stage. You can't go into casinos thinking you're gonna do that. You can't take $200 and expect to leave there with 2 G's. I'm pretty sure there's people that do it. There's people online that I see all the time that usually will post in for 300, out for 1,200. But their bets are probably ridiculous. Like their bets are probably in the range of like $300 to $400 on some bets. On the first bet, which is to me ridiculous. Like that's how you will get taken out, is you thinking that you can bet $500, $600 hands all the time with the small ass bankroll. So back to my story though, I go back to the Baccarat table and I see that they have now stacks of this black chips. So now they're up just a fucking crazy amount, like thousands of dollars now. They're all sitting with like 3 G's each. And I remember just going over there and I'm like, yo, like, well, like this is crazy. Like, why are you guys winning so much and I'm over here struggling with my shit? Like, this game I need to figure out. So from like 19 to maybe 22, 23 was when, like, it's just a whole learning process. My losses did go down since like going into like 2021. I actually got more into the thought of, if I'm up, I'm up. And that's kind of a method that I've always kept with me. If I'm up, I'm up. So if you're up by something, it's better than leaving with you losing your whole game bankroll, So what I would do is just, I feel like when I did meditate a lot and I did put super focus into this whole gambling thing, so that was from like 23 into 24 when it got serious, which is currently now, 23 to 24 into 25. I remember just thinking about me playing at the casino before I would even go. So, it was like a Sunday and I'd go Monday. I would visualize myself always going to the casino, checking in, going through the whole process of the whole playing cards. So like I'd go through the whole process of me getting to the airport, me checking into my hotel, me going downstairs, getting dressed up, going down to the table and cashing in with the dealer, and then thinking about the money I was gonna win already and leaving with that money. When I did that for I remember meditating all the time for a good straight, like 4 months of that actual gameplay. I didn't lose one session. Um, and with my whole betting system is I do use the martingale system, so I am doubling down when I lose. So it's nothing. I'm not scared to hide anything from y'all. Like, I'll be straight up. That's my method. It really does work for me. Um, People say, yo, like, that shit doesn't work in the long run and this and that. Like, long run has to be smaller wins to me in order to win your money. So smaller wins with smaller risk will win you your money. Um, so yeah, I double down 25, 50, 100, 200, 400. Once your bankroll is big enough, you honestly should always start over at your $400 bet. If you lose your $400 bet, you should always start over on your $800 bet, because your bankroll, you should start over on that all the time, honestly. Sitting with the 5K bankroll, and if your bet gets that big, you need to start over, because the before you're gonna get that losing streak of that, 8 games or whatever, um, like, or it's like 5 games. That's why I say smaller wins equal the bigger bankroll. And what I like to use is, um, just, I don't know, the odds of it coming up 5 in a row, you losing, is very low. Yeah, like, casinos are built for people that go, like, occasionally they go spend money. They spend thousands of money in gambling. They spend money in this. They spend money in that. But these casinos are also made for people that can go there and win these games, and that's all you really need to do in casinos is win every time you go. I mean, sounds, oh wow, gee, that sounds real easy. Anybody can do that. Um, it depends how much you want to win. It depends how much you are comfortable with. To me, going to a casino and winning $50 in a matter of, think about it, like, I cash in at the, say, you take 500, 10, $1,000. You cash in with the dealer, right? Um, and you cash in and you win $50, right? You're up profit of $50. Say you won that within, like, say 10 minutes. You cash in, it probably takes her like 4 or 5 minutes to give you all your chips. It would be real quick for her to count. That's $100 bills. She gives you fucking 500 in black, 500, and give me the rest in green. Cool, give me green $25 chips. Um, Say you win 25, $50 in a matter of 10 minutes. Okay, that's $50 in 10 minutes. On a level of working a 9 to 5 job, that's something really big. And if you can steady just win $50 at, you can sit once, twice, three, maybe about 4 times. $50, that's already fucking $200 that you're gonna win in 4 sittings. $50 each sitting. You can easily make the $200 in less than 1 hour. So if you're making that in less than 1 hour, game over. So it's about playing at a smaller level. $200 in 1 hour, to me, that's good. You win that daily. You go there daily, just like you would go to your 9 to 5 job daily. The time that I won over 20,000, it was actually around 10,000, closer to 11,000 um, each by me and my girlfriend. So she shadowed me. She pretty much did the same exact bets that I did. We went to Vegas for like a 4 day. Hey babe, we went there for like a 4 day trip. We stayed at the Aria. Yeah, it was at the Aria. We were at the Aria. Um, Actually, no. When we won that day, we were staying at the Mirage. So we're at the Mirage. We were staying there for about like 3 to 4 days, and I was just gonna do my normal method of smaller gameplay. But she's like, "Yo, I don't want to be winning just $100, $200. She's like, let's win more if we can. Let's do it. We can move up and play more." So me just winning 2 games was my normal method. Was winning $50. Just $50. and I was dipping. So I was going to 10 casinos. 50 bucks at 10 casinos is 500 bucks. So I was making 500 bucks with steady gameplay. I was just winning 50 bucks walking up the strip. So she's like, yo, like, let's win more when we go to each casino. So we had a method that we wrote down on a piece of paper. So she wanted to win about 14 to 15 games at each casino. So if we were doing 14, if we were doing $25 hands and winning, 15 hands, that was about $375 at each casino that we were going to. So, I tip the dealers at 25, so I leave there with a good $350 each time I leave a casino. And then we hit up 10 casinos. That was already $3,700 that we'd be getting in one day. So that was our plan, was to go to 10 casinos and win about 14 or 15 hands. So, leaving there with about $3,700 profit a day. And for the 3 days, that'd be nice. You're a little over 10K. But when we first started, we actually took our money out at the Mirage. We took out $8,000 from one account, right? It prints you out a little receipt and then tells you take it to the cashier. So we go to the cashier and like the cashier goes, she's like, okay, hold on, let me see what I'm doing, what I gotta do and stuff. I thought she was just gonna cash me out. So she cashes me out, and then the like pit boss of the cashier place comes and he's like, oh, you can't, you're gonna have to win $4,000 in order to take out this $8,000. And then I was like, we need to make $4,000 in order to get all our money out. He's like, yeah, this is my money. I'm not letting you leave with it until you play with it. I can't just let you leave with my money and go to the strip, and do what you gotta do. And I'm like, all right, cool. So that's when we had to go back to the room, and we did, excuse me, Bob. We had to go back to the room. We told them, okay, that's fine. So we got the chips from the Mirage, and we had to go upstairs, kind of reevaluate our whole, what we're gonna do. So we had to now sit there and win, $350 each time. We probably went there and kept going until we won about, we had to win over 4,000. We played over 11 times, so we would win our 14, leave. We did about 14 times to get our money. We finally were over the 4K mark. I took it to the cashier. She cashed us out for the whole 12K. Then we took that 12K and we went to the strip and we started doing the same method, winning 14 to 15 hands. And by the end of the trip, we were up over $20,000. So that was real fun. I don't like to play that way because it's a lot of risk. I made two bets that were over, that were 3,600. That was ridiculous, like stupid. I won both of them, but it was just, you don't want to be doing that shit, so excuse me, mama. So yeah, that was how it went, and it was fun. And I plan to, I'm a little higher than the $50 mark now, so I like to stay there till like 100 at 10. That's a G a day. That's nice. So I hope this video helped you guys to like be confident and be positive while you're at the casino, and to just play with a positive mindset, and just already visualize yourself winning. All right, give me kisses. Give me kisses.